The Museum Heist. A Romancing the Heist standalone novel. Written by Belle Knight. Chapter 1. Laura stared at the class of 10-year-olds who were all trying not to stare back at her. Their faces shined with expectation and held a special sort of tension that only the last few minutes of the day could create. The clock on the wall had been covered in paper decorations for the last week of school, but somehow they could still sense exactly 2 minutes before it was time for the bell to ring. That quiet reach for papers, the sideways shuffle to backpacks, the silent exchange of looks from across the room. Is it time? Did she forget it's almost time? Will she ever let us out? Are we doomed to stay in school for the rest of our lives? Laura bit back a grin. 10-year-olds were hilarious and fun. In spite of the excitement over their ham radio project, they were eager for the day to be over. Pack it up, Laura said. Thank you, Ms. Mannings. Several of the students replied as the room exploded into a frenzy of noise and activity. Shuffling shoes, eager voices, the scramble to push the math tiles into the bins, pick up trash, push in chairs. At the start of each year, when she introduced herself to the anxious new class, at least one brave soul would always ask about the Ms. part of her name. It was the 21st century, but somehow the kids still got it in their heads that a woman should either be a Miss or a Mrs., and she was neither. She had been married for a few years in her mid-20s. The guy she had dated in college became the guy she had married after college. Then he became the guy who had cheated on her with his secretary at work. It was so cliché a story, she couldn't bear admitting it to any of her co-workers from her last school. So she had moved cities for this teaching job a year ago. As soon as her divorce was final, she changed back to her maiden name and added the Ms. Whenever any adult asked about her status, she would explain she had been married once, but it didn't work out. Whenever any of her students asked, she explained something about how it didn't matter if she was married or had ever been married or not. She was their teacher. Since the male teachers didn't proclaim their marital status every time someone shared their name, she didn't see why she should either. And she really meant it too. She would never change who she was for a man again. Her best friend, with a husband and 3 kids of her own, lamented that this was why she was still single. The guts of a ham radio were spread across 3 entire desks.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?